capitalism assassinate class division? In the book called Individualization, the sociologist Ulrich Beck writes about individualism and class in Western culture. He uses the word individualization, which basically means the institutionalization of individualism. This term was also used by Marx. Some people get triggered by anyone ever mentioning Marx, but chill the fuck out, man. I'm merely explaining Ulrich Beck's opinion on Marx's theories of Western culture. Anyway, Beck claims that Karl Marx's and Max Weber's theories of social inequality are a better way to describe the thrust toward individualization. Marx was arguably the most extreme theorist of individualization. He often declared that the development of industrial capitalism set an unparalleled process of emancipation in motion. Marx sure as hell doesn't sound anti capitalist there, does he? The social theorist does sometimes make complimentary statements about capitalism. Marx is obviously fucking extreme, but even he doesn't argue that capitalism is all bad. He literally said that industrial capitalism set an unparalleled process of emancipation in motion. In terms of class division, Ulrich Beck makes the declaration that capitalism freed people from their classes. Beck says that in Marx's view, the establishment of capitalist relations of production could never have occurred without emancipation from feudal relations. So, freedom from feudalism led to industrial capitalism, which emancipated people from class division. Removal from these separate categories caused, or at least heavily contributed to, the institutionalization of individualism in Western culture. Remember, the latter is individualization. However, we desperately cling to Western cultural traditions even within capitalism. As Ulrich Beck has emphasized before, we all want to be individuals, but pretty much only in similar ways. We want to be special, but we simultaneously want to be part of groups and feel like we're part of society. People are wrested loose and uprooted in successive waves from tradition, family, neighborhood, occupation, and culture. So, did capitalism assassinate class division? Ulrich Beck described Marx's argument that it did, and that it was necessary for the process of individualization. Remember, freedom from feudalism led to industrial capitalism, which emancipated people from class division. Removal from these separate categories caused, or at least heavily contributed to, the individualization of Western culture. I can see how this might sound woke to conservatives, but it's not. He thinks that capitalism killed class division, which is obviously good from his perspective, right? Marx builds on this good aspect of capitalism to just make an interesting philosophical and sociological observation. The collapse of class categories allowed for individualization, which you may think that Marx would see as bad. It seems to me like Beck actually might be either implying that people are ironically being individualistic in collectivist ways, or two, we always cling to collectivist categories, no matter how much of a unique capitalist in modern Western society we all try to be. These clearly are similar claims, and I don't entirely agree with them either. But as often happens with philosophy, I think that the arguments are just interesting. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Did capitalism assassinate class division?